Alright, let's go over Chapter 9 homework. In Chapter 9, there's a lot of formulas going on, so you're going to see me probably switching back and forth as we go through to find every little hidden nook and cranny out of the income statement, balance sheets, and this little extra information, which of course is going to deal with a few of these formulas. Right now we have, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, quite a bit. Alright. So, let's go ahead and pop up our notes. It's Chapter 9, and the first one that we're dealing with is earnings per share. There it is. So we know it's net income minus preferred dividends. You know that they have a misspell right there. And weighted average of common shares outstanding. Okay. So, nice little thing is that they do give us comparatives, so we do have to do some averages. So, first thing, let's find the average. And we're looking at common stock or common shares outstanding. So, let's take our calculator and take our two common stocks, so 2017 plus 2016 and divide by 2. This shows 295,000 right there. Now I can already see that there's no dividends because there's no dividend account being done, and they didn't add any extra information. So next, again, we're going to take the net income. Since it's 2017, we're going to use 2017 net income and divide by this weighted average. So net income right here, 211. Divided by our 295, our weighted average, 71.5, looks like, or actually 71 cents, 72 cents. So earnings per share and asset turnover to 2 decimal places, all other answers to 1 decimal place. So watch out for that. That's 72 cents. Alright, next one is return on common stockholders' equity. So let's go look at that formula. Again, net income minus preferred dividends divided by average common stockholders' equity. And common stockholders' equity. Something is a little off here. Does that have been the same formula? Common stockholders' equity. Equity. Oh, equity. Equity. Alright. Let's see. I want to actually check this just to make sure on it if it's the same number. But we're going to use the stockholders' equity for right now. I think that's what they're really talking about. So, again, we'll take 603, 400 plus 465, 400, divide by 2 for our average, and then take our net income, which was 211, divide by 534, 400, should be about 39%, or 1 decimal place of 39.4, or 0.5. We'll go ahead and see what's going on. Cannot submit an answer. Okay. We got that right. This part that's not. Cash dividends were 63,000. I know I did wrong. Okay. Since it is shares outstanding, what I did do is take the $5 card and divide it into both of these. That will tell me my shares outstanding. I missed that step. So let's try that again. So we have 290 divided by 5. Shows us what, 58,000 shares. And we have 300,000 divided by 5. So we have 60,000 shares. So 58,000 divided by 60,000. Not divided by 58,000 plus 60,000 divided by 2, 59,000. Okay. Then again, we take our net income and divide by 59,000. So really, this is 3.58. Again, check. There we go. So definitely watch out about that with the first one, earnings per share. Make sure you take your par value and divide it into these numbers to find how many outstanding shares. Then add those outstanding shares, divide by 2 to get the average, and then divide that into net income. Okay. Third formula, return on assets. So look, they're really staying in the profitability ratios right now. So return on assets is net income divided by average total assets. Another average going on, but at least we know this one. Average total assets right here. So we're going to take these and do what we've been doing, add them together and divide by 2. So we have 957,050 in total assets. And again, our formula says take our net income and divide. Divide by 957,050. There we go. About 22%. And remember, it does tell you all of them to go 1% except for earnings per share and asset turnover. So, run still, just 22%. Okay. Next, current ratio. Current ratio is a little bit easier to remember, as it's current assets divided by current liabilities. Then, as we're dealing with 2017, you can look here, and remember, current ratios is, our current assets is actually given to us. Anything less than a year, same thing with current liabilities. So, taking our current assets, divide by current liabilities, 1.8. Like that, they actually give this here, that one. Alright, now it's accounts receivable turnover, which is net credit sales divided by average net account receivable. Okay, so we got net sales. This says net cash provided by operating activities was $250,000. Okay, this one's going to be an interesting one because it looks like it has more steps because we got to find net credit sales. So, first off, let's go ahead and find our average accounts receivable, as that's going to be our bottom. So, calculate 121, 200 plus 106, 200 plus 2. There we go. I'm assuming net credit sales. I'm trying to think how are we going to do this in this problem. Because one, they're giving us net cash provided. So you have 1,893,940 minus 250,000. That's what they give me down here. Divide that by 1,3,700. Looks like 14.4 times. Rounding up. I am rounding up. 14.5. I want to go ahead and check that. Oh. They're both saying that's wrong. Okay. I'm finding out some issues going on here. One, current ratio should not be that bad. Huh. That's a little odd. Current liabilities. Our current assets divided by current liabilities. We did that. I don't know why it's not being faithful there. Okay. I want to switch. Okay, so that one's actually says current ratio 2 decimal places. That's what's wrong. Okay, let's see how we got to 16.7 though. So, accounts receivable turnover, and net credit sales, average net account receivable. But it got to 16.7. Okay, let's see how they got that net credit sales. That's my interesting thing here. Because they do give us cash provided by operating activities. So we gotta figure out how net cash sales so y'all know how that's going on. And then I don't read. All sales on account. Good. So that would have been 1,893,940 divided by 113,700. That's why we have the 16.7. Sometimes reading is the best thing. And that one 1.84. But as you can see, you don't reading, sometimes you get caught. Let's see, F, average collection period, 365 days divided by accounts receivable turnover. So that one's a little bit easier. 5 divided by 16.7. And then we'll make sure, nope, current ratio, earnings, asset turnover, that is a 2. Everything else is 1. 21.9. Inventory turnover is cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. Again, gotta find our average. 127,800 plus 117,300 divided by 2. There's our average inventory. Find our cost of goods sold. 1,061,940 divided by 550. You have 8.6. So 8.7 1 times days in inventory, 365 again. So 365 divided by 8.7. Woo! That's in there for a long time. 42 days. Okay? Times interest earned. So we have net income plus interest expense plus income tax expense divided by interest expense. Nice one. So net income 211 plus interest expense plus income tax. I'll make sure. Yep. Divided by interest expense. 13.8. Okay. Asset turnover. That's another one that we do 2 decimal places to. So let's go look at that one. There it is. Net sales divided by average total assets. A lot of averages going on here. So 100 divided by plus 70. Again, total assets right down here. Divided by 2 for our average. And the formula did tell us to take net sales. So net sales in 2017 was 1,893,940 divided by 957,50. And we get the lovely 1.98. And 2 decimal places on this one. A debt to asset ratio. See, where are you? You are right here. Total liabilities divided by total assets. So, total liabilities right here. 440,700 divided by total assets, which was the 1 million. And we got 42.2%. Again, it's a different one. And last but not least, the free cash flow. So net cash provided by operating activities minus capital expenditures minus cash dividends. Basically, everything that's right here. So 250 minus 135 minus 63, 52,000. And there we go. There's all the formulas. So a couple of ones do have a little hiccups. We gotta go a little bit more. Definitely read. And like I thought that, and that's the thing. As long as I'm the one that makes those common mistakes to show you what not to do, that's fine. It happens. So always read, and more read. This one seems like a good one. I may find something similar to go on the exam, because it's given a lot of the ratios already. Okay. Next, question 2. More ratios. We do not have enough ratios. Okay. So, the market price of Monty's common stock was $7, $7.50, and $8.50 for 2015, 2016, 2017 respectively. Okay? You must compute dividends paid. All dividends were paid in cash. Okay. We'll have some dividend issues. Okay, let's see what's going on. First one we have is profit margin. It looks like we're doing 16 and 17. So, I tell you real quick that mostly, quite a few of them are probably going to focus on this balance sheet right here since it's a 3-year comparative. So let's go look up those formulas again. Formulas. Profit margin. There's profit margin. Net income divided by net sales. So for 16, down here, net income divided by net sales. Oh, that's not net sales. This is net sales. So, calculator, 6,000 divided by 6. And double sure which one we have to round. only earnings per share and the asset turnover, everything else to 1. So this will be 11.4 for my calculated rates itself. Okay, 2017, we have 91,000 divided by 706. Again, that sales, that's 12.9%. Okay, next is gross profit rate. Right here, gross profit now divided by net sales. So now we're looking at these two numbers and dividing them by the net sales right up here. So 218 divided by 506, and that's 37.8%. Usually your gross profit rate is going to be higher than your profit margin. Typically that's how it is, since again we haven't taken away expenses from your gross profit. So again, 17 divided by 706, and that's 38.7. Alright, asset turnover. This is one of the ones up here that says 2 decimal places, so be careful. Again, we're just going to always look up the formulas and get used to those. Again, net sales divided by average total assets. Okay, we got 2 years here. So 16 is going to use 16 and 15. 17 is going to use 17 and 16 for their average. So let's start with 16. We have 620. So it's 553 divided by 2. That's 586,500. And now we got to take our net sales. 66 divided by 500. Sure. Average total assets. Yep. Okay. So 0.98 times. Same thing over here. 17. We're going to use 17 and 16 for our average of total assets. So 5 plus 620 divided by 2. Yeah. 706 divided by 62, 500. Ends up being 1.03. They're really staying close to each other. Okay, next is earnings per share. Again, one of those that we have to watch out for is, again, if we saw preferred dividends, which there isn't, but it says common shares outstanding at income. Kind of like that they keep giving those. So, here we know $10 par. So first thing you have to do with earnings per share is take your $10 par and divide it into the cash amount. This will tell us how many shares. So we have 30,800. 318. Okay. So there's for 16. So we're going to take the 31,800 plus 30, divide by 2. Oops. Did that a little bit too quick? There we go. So 31,300. Again, that is, we're going to divide it into net income. So since this is 16, we find out that it is going to be $2.11. Again, I round to 2 decimal places. Okay. Again, if you have any questions while I'm going through, make sure you put that in the chat window. Alright, 17. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We already know 16. Oops. Come on. So 16 was again 31,800 in outstanding stock. We take our common stock and again divide by our par to find our shares, 32,800 plus our 2016, which was 31,800 divided by 2. There's our average. Remember that gets divided into net income. So 91 divided by 32,300. So 2.82. Nice. Okay. Next ratio, price earnings ratio, and we're going to look for it. Ooh, market price per share divided by earnings per share. So this one they actually give us. So market price in 16 was $7.50. Divided by our earnings per share in that period. And it's going to be 3.6. Because remember, only earnings per share and asset turnover get 2 decimal places. So 3.6. 17, it was $8.50. So 8.5 divided by 2.82. And this ends up being 3 times. Okay. Next is the payout ratio, which is cash dividends declared on common stock divided by net income. Okay. So this one we actually have to compute dividends paid. Let's see how this is going to work here. Let's see. So this one we're actually going to have to compute. We have to remember our retained earnings. I'm thinking we're going to use retained earnings in a way. Because remember, retained earnings is basically retained earnings plus your net income minus dividends. So, if we know already what retained earnings is, basically beginning and ending, we can already figure out our net income. All it is finding out the amount of dividends declared. So So we're going to do a basic one. So if I have 115,000, that's 2015 retained earnings, and we know this is 2016, so we'll figure out 2016 dividends that were paid, because we're figuring that's what they're calling all declared. So plus net income was 181,000. Now we're supposed to get to 127,000. That's our ending. So that means 54,000 of dividends had to be declared, or basically paid. Since we don't have anything that's missing actual declaring, though, all dividends were paid in cash. With this formula, we're probably going to use that and divide by net income. So I want to take that 54,000 and divide by 66. So looks like I got percentage 81.8. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and submit. I want to check to see if that was the right way to go, since they want us to keep dividends. And that was right. Okay, cool. So again, 17, we'll go through the steps again. That's how we figure out that dividend payout ratio is using retained earnings and remembering our retained earnings statement. So I'm going to take beginning retained earnings for 2017, add net income in 2017, then I'm going to subtract the ending balance, which will be the 177. So that tells us that dividends that were declared and paid out were 41,000. Okay. Again, formula tells us take those and divide it by net income. So 41,000 divided by 91 equals to 45.1%. So payout ratio is definitely going to be one that's going to trip you up. Alright, last one, debt to asset ratio. Again, just total liabilities divided by total assets. So this one, they don't give us total liabilities right off the bat. So we'll have to add. So 82,000 plus 93,000 equals 175,000 for total liabilities, and then divide by your total assets. And again, percentage, so 28.2. Okay, now for 17, we'll do the same. 87,000 plus 153. Again, that's your current liabilities and your long-term debt. That makes up your total liabilities. And then divide by your total assets. So 32.2%. Okay. And that's it. That's number 2. So with question number 2, definitely the two that are going to probably get you a little bit more is earnings per share. Because again, you got to figure out your common stock outstanding. That was the first mistake I made in the first one. And then definitely the payout ratio on figuring out dividends. Okay. Alright. Question 3. Odds on we got more ratios. That's what really this chapter was about. Oh, and this is comparative. So, definitely adding a little bit of a twist here. Okay. So, first thing that we're going to do is figure out our ratios again, and then we're going to figure out the difference, or basically the percentage change. So, we're going to compute the liquidity and profitability ratios of Columbar Company for 16 and 17. Round current ratio, earnings per share, and assets turnover to 2 decimal places. All other answers to 1 decimal place. Then it shows if percentage change is a decrease, show as a negative. Alright. So first thing, let's do our current ratio. And I want to always refer to the notes because the notes give us the best thing on the formulas. Got a little formula cheat sheet. Current ratio, current assets divided by current liabilities. So 16. It doesn't tell us exactly current assets. Remember, anything less than a year, basically everything before land, we're going to add together. And current liabilities, everything before bond payable. Because accrued liabilities is also something that's going to get paid within a year. So, we got our work cut out for us on this one. 39,000, 9,162, and finally 25,000. There's our current assets for 16. For this payable first. Did they say anything? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and add these. I'm going to check. Whoops. 1, 2. There's 194. 80. Make sure I did that formula right. Current assets. Yep. So I got 1.96. Okay. I'm going to check this because that notes payable. I want to make sure that they're putting that as a current notes payable. They are. Okay. That's always a checker tool. Again, I know it's wasting an attempt, but since I'm going through it with y'all, better for me to waste those attempts than y'all. I definitely was checking out on that one. That one was, I don't like when they don't put like current notes payable or something like that. Because again, that account can also be long term. Alright, so now let's do 2017. So 70,000 plus 53, 8, 229, and then our prepaid. So there's our current assets. current liabilities. Accounts payable plus accounts payable plus accrued. There's our 278. So next we take our current assets, divide by our current liabilities. We end up with 1.76. Now we can already see it going down. I went down. Let's go look at the formula to do that horizontal. So, you can take the current year amount minus base year amount divided by base year, or current year amount divided by base year. Odds on, we're going to take the current year minus base year. Let's see which one that they want. There's two ways. So 1.76 minus 1.96. Again, I'm thinking it's more like that. Divided by 1.96. We're looking at probably a negative, almost, looks like, again, one decimal place. So 10.2%. So I'm going to put in parentheses, because we do know it went down. We're going to check. I'm going to go ahead and use another one. And that's just the way that they want to find the change. Okay? Again, since there's multiple ways of doing things, I want to make sure y'all know exactly how Wiley is looking for. Okay, that's one ratio down. A lot more to go. Again, accounts receivable. This was turnover, right? Yeah, turnover. Net credit sales divided by average net accounts receivable. Alright, so this one does say all sales were on account. So with that being said, we don't have to worry about figuring out cash sales. So all sales are there. So we know that. We just need to find the average net accounts receivable. Now they actually give us the beginning for 16. Now we can look up their accounts receivable, which basically was 90,000. They didn't change. So really it's just 90,000. They could have done a little bit better for that. Alright. So net current sales, 76,000 divided by average accounts receivable, we have 8.73. Okay. Now for 17. Calculator. We know we have 108. That was 17 plus 16 divided by 2. We have 99,000. Okay. Then of course we want to divide that into our sales. So this ends up being 8. Ooh, I didn't round it, only round to 1. Again, keep an eye on these So only need round to 1, ends up becoming 9. This one will just be 8.7. Okay. Again, we'll find the percentage. We'll want to take 9 minus our base here, which is 16, divided by our base here. So this is only a 3.4% change. We do know it's positive because, again, the compare is rising up. Okay, inventory turnover. Again, does not fall into these 3. These 3 all pop up here. Oh, except for current. So the other 2. Sorry. Alright, inventory turnover. Cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. Again, to give us the beginning for 16. 6. So see what they had for inventory. 162 divided by 2. And we're going to divide that into cost of goods sold down here on income statement. So that was 4.1 and 16. 17 do the same. 17 we know 16 was 162. 17 was 229. Divide that by 2. And then divide it into 2017 cost of goods sold. So we got 3.3. That's a 7. Thumbs up. Again, you can see that is going down. So we're probably going to have a negative here. So 3.3 minus 4.1 divided by 4.1. Okay. So we got a negative 19.5%. Okay, so there's our liquid ratios. Now let's go into profitability. So, again, you can always use an attempt if you want to double check and make sure you're still on the right path. But again, remember, you only have 15. So as long as you're following with me, you should be okay right now. Profit margin. Oh, on the wrong way. There's our profits. Profit margin, net income divided by net sales. There's our net income, net sales. So we have 52,000 divided by 786. That ends up being 6.6%. 16, 17. We have 55 divided by 0. 6.2%. So it went down barely. So 6.2 minus 6.6 divided by 6.6. It went down by basically 6% on the 2. So that's a percentage overall change of 6%. Okay. Cool. Asset turnover, that's again one of our two decimal places. So, asset turnover, net sales divided by average total assets. No total assets. We need to find our beginning, which again, that's number 3 here. So, calculator, 642. Plus 695 and divide by 2 for our average is 668,500. Again, this is net sales divided by it. So 786 divided by 668,500 ends up being 1.18. Two decimal places for this one. Okay. 17, 84. No 2017 number. Added always to the prior. And divide by 2. Okay. Now take our sales and divide by that number. Again, our average and then our net sales. So we get 1.13. Okay, again, we see it went down in asset turnover. So 1.13 minus 17 minus 16 number 1.18 and divide by our base, which was 2016. So our net change is a negative 4.2%. Okay, so far they're not doing good on return profitability. Not great. Next is return on assets, which is net income now divided by average total assets. I think my calculator, there it is, there's 16. So we have 16, 17. You've already done those. So this time it's net income divided by those. So 15.2. And our average total assets for 16 was 668,500. So it's 7%, so 7.8%. There we go. Sometimes it's hard with these calculators. Okay. Next is 2017. Again, we have this number already. We already have average total assets. So 55,000 divided by 78,500 is looks like 7% with our rounding. Okay. So again, 7 minus 7.8 divided by our base, basically 2016. It kind of reduced by about 10.3%. So odds-on earnings per share probably also took a hit since we're already seeing a trend. So again, we're going to figure out earnings per share. And that one is probably going to always throw you for a loop because it's that common shares outstanding. So net income minus preferred dividends. We don't have preferred dividends. Again, we know it's $10 par. They're the same number. So if you're trying to average and sustain for each year, that's going to be exactly whatever shares there are. Because again, it's just going to be dividing itself. So we just did this for 1 year. Divide by 10. 20,200 shares are outstanding. Again, to find earnings per share, net income minus preferred. Don't have those. So it's just net income. So 16. And also it states here no common share stock transactions occurred. So it's going to be the same amount. 52,000 divided by 20,200 equals to 2.57. In 2 places the dollar, so it's always the cents anyway. 0.57. And in 2017, we have 55,000 divided by 2,200. This is 2.72. Ooh, this is a positive one. They actually increased in their earnings per share. So 2.72 minus 2.57 divided by again 2.57. So really all we're doing when we try to find a percentage change is we take 2017 number minus 2015 and then divide by 2016 number. So this shows an actual positive change of 5.8. Hey, there's our profitability. Then we're going to have a few changes going on here. I'm going to go ahead and submit to make sure that all my profitability is correct. It is. Woohoo. So we've done all those. These ratios are killer. Now it's time to hit this last little part of question 3. Only 4 questions in this homework, and you can see how long it's going to take. Okay, so the following are 3 independent situations and a ratio that may be affected. Okay, for each situation, compute the affected ratio as of December 31st, 2017, and as of December 31st, 2018, after giving the effect to the situation. Okay, so let's go and bring some interesting things. First off, we have return on common stockholders' equity. They're giving us 2018 changes. So we need to figure out our 2017. So again, return on common stockholders' equity is average common stockholders' equity divided by basically net income. What's going to happen? So with that, stockholders' equity, since this is all common stock, we're going to have to add these two. So 202, 202 plus I gotta find the average. So I gotta use 2016s. And that's what they're asking for, average common stockholders. Then I have to figure out 2017 equity. Okay. Then we're going to add both and divide by 2. Okay. Then we're going to take that and go into net income. Yeah. For 17, 55,000 plus, alright, not plus, divide by 3.200. So I have about 16.1. Go ahead and make sure that's exactly what they want. I always double check again because again, it could be going through this formula when computing the average. So, you know what we gotta work with. So, fun stuff going on. Because this one does make a little bit more problems. Now we gotta figure out 2018's common stockholders equity. So, 18 shares of common stock were sold at par. Okay? Net income was $53,000. That's cool. Problem is, we also have to figure out retained earnings for 2018. So, what I don't see any dividends. Since I don't know 2018, we don't know if any dividends were issued. We're going to keep the retained earnings with just adding net income. So, 2018's retained earnings would have been 2017. Would add 154,000 plus a net income. That's right, ending, so that's the beginning. So, plus net income for 2018. Alright, so that's their retained earnings. I think that's all I can do right there. So we don't know how much dividends were issued. Okay. We also know that they issued out more common shares. So again, 18,000. So 18,000 times 10. So additional 180 plus 202. So they had that many shares. Because the retained earnings are kind of off. What the dividends declared in 1716? 382, 7. Okay, so that's 589,000. Now we're finding our average, which was in 17,356. Now, dang. So 589 plus 356 divided by 2. There's our 2018 average. And then take our net income, 53,000, divide by that average. I got 11.2. Yeah. Ooh. I can already tell y'all that's gonna be fun for y'all trying to figure out that 2018. That's a lot of extra stuff going on. So 2018 is going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and do our change. Minus 16.1. Divided by 16.1. It is a huge decrease of 30.4%. So again, for 2018, we're going to have to figure out, one, how much common stock, so how much common stock is there. So wherever your number is here, make sure you times it by $10. So gotta do that, or whatever the par value is, and then add it to previous 2017. That will get your 2018. Teen earnings. This will be the beginning of 2018, since we only know income for this scenario. Add that to that. That will figure out your teen earnings, and then that will allow you to figure out the equity. Whole equity, then we can find the average. Ooh, that was a lot of extra steps. Okay, 17, debt to asset ratio. Total liabilities divided by total assets. So 17, we're going to have to figure that out. First off, and it's total liabilities divided by total assets. We need to figure out total liabilities, which is all accounts above common stock. So our accounts payable, our notes payable plus our accounts payable plus accrued and plus that bond. Okay. And divided by total assets, which is 84,000. So we're left at 59.7%. Okay. Now it's time to see how we're going to do 2018. So review the scenario and see what's going on. All of the notes payable were paid in 2018. Okay. All other liabilities remain the same level at December 31st, 2018. At December 31st, 2018, total assets were 904. So all that they're really saying is they got rid of this number. So it's just the addition of these three. So 65,000 plus 41 plus 250 equals 356,000 divided by 904. We're left at 39.4%. I think that one's a lot easier than that return on common stock. Okay? Now we find our percentage change. So again, take your current year, which is 2018, minus your previous. We'll do that again since I accidentally hit divide. Okay. Next, divide by your previous year, so 59.7. It had a 34% drop. Okay, last one, price earnings ratio. Okay, so it gives us the market price. And again, net income, so we're going to go look. Price earnings ratio is market price per share divided by earnings per share. We'll have to figure out earnings per share. For 18. We already know for 17 it's 2.72. And 17 was $9. Market price divided by earnings per share. Divided by 2.72 is 3.3. Okay. For 2018. Okay. Let's see. So we gotta figure out earnings per share for 2018, which is net income divided by weighted average common shares outstanding. Now this is the interesting part. They said the following are three independent situations and a ratio that may be affected. So if they're independent, then this one probably is not going to affect this one. Now if that's the case, earnings per share within the net income, 50,000 divided by 2,200, which was the number of shares outstanding at this time, if they're independent from each other. This is what we're going to try to figure out. Because again, sometimes they're never clear what they really mean on the instructions. So that would have been 2.62. Okay. So market price divided by 2.62. We're looking at basically 5 times. And market share. Okay. We're going to go ahead and figure out our change. And ends up being 51.5%. Alright. We're going to go ahead and check to see if that's what they were going for 18. Now, if it is 3 independent situations, again, this number 1 is not going to affect number 3. And that's the case. Okay? So, number 1 does not affect number 3. We're not counting the extra 18 shares. It is just like before, where it was just whatever shares you figured out here for earnings per share, or basically the average, is what you're going to use down here to find earnings per share, and then divide that into the market price. Whoa! That was a fun one. We'll say that. 18 really does bring you to where you have to think of all the scenarios, everything. Okay. I can think we're on question 4 now. But this is actually a town in Texas. So, Ivanhoe, and they actually have that company. Alright. So more ratios. The last of the ratios. As you can see, you already know what you're probably going to hear on the exam. Is ratios after ratios. Okay, let's see what trips this one's going to do. Then financial statements for 16 to 17. Okay. All we have to do is watch out for current ratio and inventory turnover for the 2 decimal places. And lucky for us, they're the first 2, so we're good. Okay, just going through the ratios again. So let's check our formulas. Current ratio again is current assets divided by current liabilities. Do they actually give those to us? They do. There's our current assets and current liabilities. So 15,1510 divided by 900. You have 1.68. Okay. And 1590, 17 divided by current liabilities, 1.71. Okay. Next is inventory turnover, which is cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. They actually give us that the inventory for 16 started out with 410. We take its inventory, which is 480, divided by 2. So the average is 650, and divide that into cost of goods sold. So we'll end up with 1.54. Okay. This one's a whole lot easier than that last one. Ooh. 17th average inventory calculator is the 550 divided by 480, divided by plus 480. I'm already thinking of divided by 2. So 515, and divide that into your cost of goods sold. So we got 2.9 or 2.0 or 2.1. Sorry. 2.1. Okay. Next is profit margin. Again, profit margin, net income divided by net sales. So that's 120 divided by 3 divided by 0. Basically, your bottom divided by your top here. And remember, everything else now, if we already did the current ratio in inventory, is 1 decimal place. So this is 3.4%. Okay. And again, for 17, we have 6.2%. Basically, pretty much double. It's pretty good. Return on assets. Again, this helps us with our average. So return on assets is net income divided by average total assets. So we gotta find the average total assets first. So for 16, gives us the 15 total assets. There it is. Plus 2520 divided by 2. There's our average. And we're going to divide it into net income. Which is about 4.6%. Alright. 17. Since we already have both of the total assets, again, take 17 plus 16, divide by 2, and then divide it into its net income. 240, divided by 2585. So 9.3. Okay. Next is return on common stockholders' equity. So again, we don't have any preferred. They're keeping off of the preferred dividends and only doing net income, basically divided by our equity, average equity. So again, we know it's 970. Here, it's just one line, nothing more. They kept it simple for this last problem. So 970 plus 110 divide by 2 and divide that into your net income. 20 divided by 160. We're looking at 11.3%. Yep. 17. Again, we're just taking the stockholders. We'll add those two and divide by 2. Which, since they're at the same number, really what's going to come out just the same. And divide that by the 2017 net income. So we're looking at 20.9%. Well, we're actually seeing a trend going on. If you're really comparing, really everyone is almost double to the 16 number. Which is pretty good. Okay. Debit to asset ratio and total liabilities divided by total assets. So here, we actually have to figure out total liabilities. So 900 plus 470, because we only have current and long term. And then divide by your total assets, which this one is for 54.4%. Okay. And then last 17, 930 plus 570. Again, current liabilities plus long term for total liabilities. Divide by your total assets. We're left with 56.6%. Okay. Last ratio of the homework is times interest earned. So net income plus interest expense plus income tax expense divided by interest expense. Okay, so we have all three. So again, 16 net income plus your interest plus your income tax, then divided by your interest. So 11 times 17, same thing, 240 plus your interest plus your income tax, 410 divided by your interest, which is 41 times. And then submit. Ooh, you have an issue going on. Okay, we have an inventory turnover, so let's go double check that one. It's a little odd. Maybe I didn't round it correctly. But we'll double check it just for the sake of it. Again, inventory turnover is cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. 14 10 plus 80 divided by 2. 445. 1,000 divided. I wonder what happened there. Must have added the wrong number or something. 2.25. There we go. And that's it. That is your homework. Is there any questions about the homework? I honestly think the most dizzying one that you're going to deal with is probably number 3. Again, dealing with 2018, it's going to make you think. You're going to have to think through how to account for 2018 in each of those situations. But besides that, most of this is just following the formulas and figure out how to figure out those averages. That's really all that chapter 9 is. It's just a big old formula chapter.